The parliament chair of the Deer Star region, along with Pavlov and Ikosia, all gasped in shock. The Deer Chair's eyes widened in disbelief. Not even 1,000 years old. And he's already fused to rule into his body? Her gaze fell upon Bang Mamula, whose aura blazed like a raging inferno on the stage. She continued, her tone filled with both awe and envy, combined with his innate brilliant sun, great physique. Bang Mamula's power has likely far surpassed ours. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Finishing her words, she turned toward Pavlov with a sly smile. Haha, from what I see, whether Lu Xing was in his best condition or not in the last match hardly matters. The outcome's already decided. He's destined to lose to Bang Mamula. Pavlov's brow furrowed, displeasure flashing across his face. It's too early to say that. Lu Xing hasn't lost yet. The Deer Chair chuckled coldly. Heh. We'll see soon enough. Pavlov's hands clenched as cold sweat beaded on his forehead. Deep down, he prayed anxiously, Lu Xing. Come on the arena floor. Bang Mamula suddenly rose into the air, his body beginning to transform. Terrifying power surged from within him, his muscles tightening as veins of icy energy pulsed beneath his skin. Humph. He growled through gritted teeth, then suddenly threw his head back and roared. A blinding pillar of spiritual power burst skyward, carrying with it a frost so cold it seemed to freeze the very air. Crystalline shards of ice began forming all across the arena floor, and in the sky above, massive spheres of frozen energy materialized one after another. When the transformation was complete, Bang Mamula's entire body radiated an extraordinary, almost divine aura. His eyes gleamed with a chilling silver light. Sorry to keep you waiting, he said darkly, his voice echoing across the frozen battlefield. The spectators shivered uncontrollably. The cold had reached even the high stands. My God! This aura! He could freeze an entire star! Someone exclaimed in terror. From above, Bang Mamula looked down at Lu Xing, who now stood motionless amid the spreading frost, his body faintly glazed with ice. A cold, disdainful smile spread across Bang Mamula's lips. In respect to your immortal bloodline, he said arrogantly, I'll end this with my strongest strike. Lose with dignity. He raised his palm, and the frost began swirling toward it, condensing into a blinding, frigid mass. His expression was filled with absolute confidence, even contempt. Kneel before me, Lu Xing. The instant his words fell, the air erupted in radiant silver light. A storm of ice and snow engulfed the entire arena, freezing even the ground beneath the spectators' feet. The frost washed over Lu Xing, coating him completely. Yet he didn't move. Instead, his eyes began to glow faintly, and a faint smile appeared on his lips. He lowered his head slightly, his voice a soft murmur only he could hear. Yes. I can't let her worry right now. After all. His smile deepened. She still needs to rest well, she's carrying my child. At that very moment, Bang Mamula thrust his fist forward. Boom! A deafening explosion erupted as silver light tore across the stage. The frozen arena shattered into countless glittering fragments, the shockwaves sending ripples through the protective barriers. Gasps filled the grandstands. He's done for. Lu Xing's completely finished. Someone cried. Another spectator nodded grimly. This is the peak of level 12, nothing like before. Lu Xing doesn't stand a chance. This is a one-sided slaughter. The Deer Chair's face lit up with delight. Excellent. Ha! Pavlov's heart clenched. No! He shouted, his voice trembling. He turned sharply to Ikosia. Go! Quickly, we can't let anything happen to Lu Xing. Yes, sir! Ikosia replied urgently. Meanwhile, in the stands, Lu Xing he clutched the railing, tears streaming down her face. Brother! She cried out, her voice breaking with fear. Jin Yufan burst into tears, clutching Lu Dahai's arm. Who? Lu Xing. He was hit by that man. Lu Dahai quickly tried to comfort her, forcing a shaky smile. It's okay. Our son will be fine, I'm sure of it. Beside them, Dong Qingxue's eyes welled with tears. Lu Xing. You mustn't. Nothing can happen to you, she whispered softly, her hand instinctively resting on the slight curve of her belly. On the arena platform, the announcer stared nervously at the giant holographic screen, which now showed only smoke, shattered ice, and ruin. His voice trembled as he spoke into the mic. What will be the outcome of this battle? Could it be that the match has already reached its end? Someone in the stands scoffed. What's there left to see? Isn't it obvious? If Lu Xing isn't dead, he's definitely gravely injured. It's over. Yeah, just announce it already. Another shouted impatiently. Boring. Someone else jeered. The announcer paled, torn in hesitation. Should I declare the result now? He thought anxiously. Just then, a sudden change flashed across the big screen. Huh? What's that? He exclaimed, shielding his eyes. It's too bright. Within the storm of debris, two faint silhouettes appeared amidst the dazzling light. Then, golden sparks of spiritual fire burst outward in all directions. The audience collectively gasped. Lu Xing was still standing. He had blocked Bang Mamula's ultimate strike. His hand trembled slightly, but a smile still curved on his lips. Bang Mamula's eyes gleamed coldly as a wild grin spread across his face. Ha ha ha! Immortal One! So, you finally decided to show your true strength. Lu Xing smiled calmly and replied, My apologies. I was a bit too excited just now, got distracted. The Deer Star region chair stiffened in shock. Meanwhile, Pavlov's face lit up with relief. He blocked it. Lu Xing's fine. The deer chair scowled darkly. So that's the power of the immortal bloodline. Back on the battlefield, Bang Mamula's eyes burned with fervor. Good. Good. That's more like it. This is the immortal I wanted to fight. Only by defeating you will I feel truly alive. Lu Xing said nothing, simply stepped forward and launched a fierce kick. Bang Mamula countered fluidly and laughed coldly. Ha ha, to think that I, Bang Mamula, could stain my hands with the blood of an immortal. What an unexpected delight. Lu Xing's eyes flashed. Your hands? Touching immortal blood? Ha! You're not worthy. With that, he threw a punch, but Bang Mamula narrowly dodged it. Lu Xing raised his hand, summoning a blazing phoenix of fire. His voice was low and sharp. The age of frost ends here. Now begins. The fiery phoenix expanded in an instant, its wings spreading wide across the arena. Lu Xing's voice thundered. Now begins the world of flames. Bang Mamula's laughter roared back through the storm. Ha ha ha! Yes. This is the kind of battle I crave. Come then. As his voice echoed, a colossal ice dragon erupted from behind him, scales gleaming like crystal. The two clashed once more, fire and ice colliding, each strike heavier than the last. Boom! The arena shook violently as a storm of light and destruction swallowed everything. In the stands, the spectators were frozen in awe. Holy shit! These two have gone way past their limits. Pavlov's eyes widened in disbelief. Even I wouldn't survive stepping into that battlefield. A single touch, and I'd be vaporized. How can they be this strong? Ikosia turned toward him, pale-faced. Sir, are you saying their battle has already reached level 13? Arland, watching from above, shouted hoarsely, terrifying. Too terrifying. The power of those two. It's beyond imagination. This is the end of the video. Catch the next chapters on the Kappa-sama YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to support me. Thank you all very much.